that the king and queen through God received. Immaculate and unquestionable knowledge, we replace the king and queen with elected representatives who were to see after our interests, but first check with us on all matters of import. Things have strayed away from those original logical ways. Now this is a strange today, where some elected officials are now oracles. For example, let's look at the wonderful book that Governor Whitmer is writing in Michigan. This story I tell cannot be made up again. It all starts with money and ends up with the same. For some the story is funny, for others a merry game. For the people who sicken and die, the oracle will not cry. That's not included in services provided by God in the sky. There was a shortfall in retirements, that's naughty for any government. So something needs to be done. First they put cities and towns under the gun. Someone smelled a rat, so they tried to back off of that. But the losses from Russian and Chinese paper were looming up to be what they appear. So while choices were made, they decided to trade. Michigan citizen lives for pay. Michigan and New York had one thing in common. Both of their bank accounts had just about hit bottom. If they didn't cover it up right, they'd have the dirt and the light. And they found the radioactive waste. It was something sweet they could taste. The decision was made to move it away in a shell game that would really, really pay. Trucks were made ready, they just had to hold steady. If their environmental friends found out, they would raise the ugliest shout. Lucky for them, no birds or animals were in danger. Just some ladies and gentlemen and their baby strangers. The retirement funds were stabilized by mountains of atomic waste vaporized, injected into the earth. Now it wasn't safe to give birth, but the investments were safe in the struggling waste that had become to be known municipal retirement. It began to unravel, not with a judge or a gavel, but when one lady spied what was coming in trucks. She realized quite quickly that it will also hurt children if they try so hard to keep away from the ducks. In Michigan, you'll know, it's corn that they grow, all straight and careful in rows. If any defects are encountered, they are rigidly recorded and counted, so the defect doesn't happen again. But as for people, a whole generation is held with less than veneration. When it's decided in a back room that though cancer and birth defects loom, there will be no counting even as disaster is mounted, because that would upset the political balance. So the party became a death dance. Welcome to Michigan.